Hey everybody, welcome back to the Warehouse of Dreams. Don't let the title fool you. This is not going to be about negativity or anything. It's actually a pretty positive thing that I've been excited to talk about. For a while I've been thinking about talking about this. So we'll wait a little bit, see if some other people hop on. Hopefully you've got a meal in front of you. Eat your lunch. At the end we'll have like a little question and answer period. So make sure you're able to get access to your keyboard or whatever if you want to put some questions in. We'll just wait a couple minutes, see if some people show up, and then we'll get started. So, where's everybody at right now? Are you at work? Do you have the day off? What are you working on? And can you hear me? I've got a little different setup today, so let me know if you can hear me. If it's not loud and clear, I can change things. So where are you guys at? Work? Play? Let me know. Sounds good. Okay, thanks. Let's see if anybody else shows up to this. It's actually a pretty interesting topic today. So, where are you at? Are you at work today? Are you at home, working from home, on vacation? What's going on? Let me know where you're at. Just type it in. As I'm at my gym in Oneonta, New York. It's pretty much centrally located in the state of New York. Not a lot of other things around here. It's probably the biggest town in the county. I know it's the biggest town in the county. It's the biggest town within 80 miles. So where are you at? Let me know. But we can get started. If other people hop in, we'll try to bring them up to speed. Working on budgets. Good luck. All right. So I've got about an hour drive to get here, and so I listen to podcasts and stuff. I try to keep myself informed. And I was listening to a podcast today with this trainer from Ireland. She sounded like she was from Ireland. Her name's Katie Bulmer Cook. And she said some pretty cool things that kind of tied into what I've been thinking about. So I want to talk about what's holding us back, what's limiting us from achieving our goals, whether it's athletics, personal relationships, what have you. There's going to be some limiters, and in many cases, it's other people. And it's not that they're bad, and it's not that they're trying to hold you back. And in some cases, it's imaginary, because sometimes we're thinking about what other people may be thinking, and that's what's holding us back. So we want to try to deal with those imaginary situations and then also deal with real situations. So in the case of the imaginary situation, where you're worried about what other people are going to think if you try something new, what other people are going to think if you start a new business or you start a new training endeavor, you don't know what anybody else is thinking. And in most cases, they're so busy worrying about what everybody else is thinking, they're not worried about you. You know? So it's a little unfair on your part to be worrying about them. It's kind of like you're passing judgment on those people, assuming how they're going to react and how they're thinking, when in fact you don't even know. So it kind of liberates you and keeps you out of a less judgmental place yourself. Instead of worrying about what other people are thinking, focus more on what you are capable of, and it'll free you from whatever's holding you back. The other thing is there will be toxic people in our lives. There's going to be friends and family that they may comment when you try something new. They may say something pretty shitty and makes you feel bad. So what I recommend is not necessarily cut those people out of your life, but disengage in that moment. You know, when somebody starts saying negative shit, just change the subject. Don't even interact at that time. If you're trying something new and people are like, why the hell are you doing that? You just say, I want to. What do you want to talk about next? You know, go to a different subject. When we engage, we actually give those people power. Whether it's in person, social media, on Facebook. If you get on Facebook and you start arguing with people, you're giving them power. And you run the risk of losing your confidence. So the easiest thing to do is when they're beating you down, just disengage. Say, I'm not going there. I know what I want to achieve. I know what my goals are. And I'm going to get there whether you want me to or not. So not trying to be negative. We have Tiny, she just joined, or he just joined. We're just talking about what's limiting you in your life, what's holding you back. Hey, Goshel Daniel, thanks for coming in. We're talking about limiters in your life holding you back from achieving your goals, trying to keep it positive. It does usually, number one, involve other people. So the interesting thing today, when I was driving in, I was listening to a podcast, and Katie Bulmer Cook said something really great that can help when we're in that situation. And it's something that she actually has hanging up in her office, and I'll probably print it off too. But she says, I used to worry about what other people might think or what my competitors might say until this one day when I tried to pay my bills with their opinions. So that's a really fantastic, powerful thought. I used to worry about what other people were thinking and what my competitors might say about me until this one day when I tried to pay my bills with their opinions. So keep that in mind. Write that down, post it up in front of you. Wherever you feel most confident, wherever you feel you make your best decisions, hang that up so that you can keep looking at it and keep reminding yourself and keep on track. Don't let the imaginary people hold you back, and don't let toxic people in your life hold you back. By taking the reins away from the toxic people, you're actually helping them become less toxic. So I hope that made sense. So I'm going to open it up if you've got any questions. Do you have any situations people are limiting you? I've got a couple athletes here where they're making huge progress, losing 4 to 8 pounds, 10 pounds a week. And whenever they post something on Facebook, their brother or their father or somebody will get on and shit on them. And when I see it, I talk to them and I say, how do you feel about that? Do you want me to talk to them? Do you want me to explain what you're doing? I'm like, no, I've got it. But I like to keep people on the positive side of everything that they do because they're so much more capable when they're positive. With a lot of the stuff that we do in training, we get outside of our comfort zone, and when people start beating you down, it's really hard to stay comfortable being uncomfortable when everyone's like, well, why the hell are you doing that? So if you've got any questions on this, put it in. I'm also going to load this up to YouTube, so if you watch this in the future, you'll be able to comment there as well. Personal message me on Facebook. We can talk more in depth about this. But that quote is fantastic. I used to worry about what other people might think or what my competitors might say until this one day I tried to pay my bills with their opinions. Okay? So be good to yourself. Stay positive. Avoid the toxic people. And avoid worrying about what everyone else is thinking, because in most cases, they're worried about what you're thinking. So let yourself off the hook. All right? I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for stopping in.